Act 1, Take 2. Hey guys, it's Amanda with Getting There Green, and don't you love it when you do a whole video and then find out that there was no sound? That's awesome! Alright, thank you, Randy. The first time I shot this video today, I was showing you my sweet potato chips that I made. But they're all in my belly now. So, too bad for you, you missed them. Better luck next time. Alright, this video today, I have a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, about New Year's resolutions. If you guys watch our last video, there was some discussion on it below the video, some criticism, and I really can't blame you guys. I had no personality in it. I know, sometimes I'm like that. I just want to explain it more. The reason I wasn't all that into that video was because it was more about Randy's New Year's resolution than my New Year's resolution. Mine's a little different from Randy's. His is more about giving up red meat and getting in shape and being a little healthier or whatever. And yes, I'm kind of doing that too, because we live together, we eat the same food a lot of the time. But my New Year's resolution is more about getting processed foods out of my life. If it's in a box or a bag at the grocery store, I don't want it. The reason for me is twofold. One, I want to get a little healthier physically, maybe lose a little weight, lose quite a bit of weight, but also to be healthier on the inside. So that's my New Year's resolution, and I'm sorry guys, I was such a stick in the mud with the last video. If you've been watching this for a while, you know that sometimes I'm like that. Sometimes I have no personality. What was it someone said before? That I have the personality of a cork. I won't forget that one. Okay, topic number 2 today. I want to talk about where you can get plants and stuff in your house or in your garden. You can buy them at the store, you can get them from friends, you can steal them from friends, whatever. About a year ago, a little more than a year ago, Praxis did a video. I'm sure you guys are familiar with who Praxis is. He did a video on how to take clippings from a Christmas cactus and grow new Christmas cactus. And all you do is take one segment from a Christmas cactus and you cut it just below the segment there and then plant it in some soil and it'll grow. So right after that video of his, I happened to be at somebody's house who had tons of Christmas cactus in every color. So I went around her house and I gathered little segments from each of her Christmas cactus. I brought them home, put them all in the same pot, and let them do what they would do. Some of them grew, some of them died. But you can see some are here. I don't know what colors they are for sure. If you guys try it, it's fairly easy. But I want to warn you that it was months before they looked like they were going to do anything. For months, it was just one segment in the soil, one segment, one segment, one segment. Months before a second one started. And then after a second one started, a third one started, and so on. This one split off into 2 segments. And in November, we actually had little buds on them, and they looked like they were going to be pink flowers. But they never bloomed, and I'll tell you why they didn't bloom, so if you encounter the same thing, you know why, and you're not upset with yourself. If the light that it's getting daily changes, it thinks it's a different season than it had previously thought, so it drops its blooms, it drops its buds, and doesn't bloom. Because it thinks, oh, wrong season, not supposed to bloom right now, and I expected it to happen. We went on vacation in November and I moved the plant to a different window than usual to be in a place where the people who were watching my house could remember to water it better, and the light changed. So it got confused what season it was, and the buds fell off. So that's okay. I expected it. I understood it was going to happen, so I wasn't upset. But I still don't know for sure what colors these will be. Alright, along the same lines, this here is also a succulent, and it is a Kalunkowee plant. Starts with a K, if you guys want to look it up. Kalunkowee. I don't know. Anyways, I bought one last year at a grocery store, and it's sitting on my desk at work. I'm fairly sure that it blooms in pink when it blooms. It's one of those plants that doesn't bloom all the time. I'm not a pink girl, I just happened to buy a pink one. So, knowing how the Christmas cactus transplants, I decided to try that with the Kalunkowee plant. There's no examples on this one, no. But often where like stems fork, or even just underneath some leaves, you'll see tiny, tiny little hairs like roots, and that's where you could break it off and plant those in soil. On the advice of a coworker, I actually broke it off, took it home, and left it to dry for a few days before putting it in soil. She said that would work better. I don't know why, but it did work. I don't know if it's better or not because I didn't try any other way, but it worked. I left these laying on the table for like a week, and then I put them in soil and they grew. So that is my Kalunkowee, if you guys want to try that sometime. One more thing, another place where you can get plants. Now I need some help with the ethics of this. I'm not sure if this was wrong or I don't know. I was out one day and went by a place of business, and outside the place of business there was this ivy growing, and I thought it was nice, and I've been wanting to grow some ivy. I've been wanting to have it grow up one side of my house. So I kind of just broke a branch off the ivy and took it home and put it in water, and now it is growing. You see there? A little bit of brand new life on this. Now what do you guys think? Is it unethical to do that? To steal a little twig off somebody else's plant? Or maybe a dried up seed pod on someone else's plant? Is that wrong? I don't know. In a way it feels wrong, in another way it's like, who is it hurting? What do you guys think? I want to see your post below on what you think about that. And as I wrap this up, guys, I just want to give some kudos to a special someone who put a very inspirational message under our last video. He said, "You look like a beanbag chair." And you know, I'm going to keep that as my inspiration as I go along this quest for good health. So, thank you, person who told me I look like a beanbag chair. Have a good one, guys.